And I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot to tell you that, hello everyone. So, hello everybody. Yeah, hello everybody is what to tell. Anyway, so hello everybody. I'm Richard Gon of Work to Live podcast version. And people suffer from inflations, but actually, the 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 most fundamental way to save your money is to avoid spending money. So which is the most effective way. Compared to, for example, compared to, various types of investments. So I'm sorry. So I went this time I went to the track of this episode directly. Anyway, so maybe I have talked about the main topic was the main yeah the mainstream of this episode. Anyway, so I'm sorry for my clumsy explanation, or I'm sorry for my redundant story. So this time, so before actually telling you the I'm sorry, I have told you the main track of this episode, so I'm really bad at speaking English. So this time, because I'm an East Asian, so if you are frequent listeners, so I have told you many times about this. But actually, so if you are frequent listeners of my podcast, maybe you have already known that I'm an East Asian living in a developed country in East Asia. So this time, so the title is to overcome inflations. It's fine to become a Buddha, and the conclusion is to spare money. One of the most effective ways is not to spend it. I'm sorry. Let me tell you the conclusion again. So the conclusion is to spend to spare money, not to spend money, to spare money. One of the most effective ways is not to spend it. Anyway, so if you become a Buddha, so to start with, if you become a Buddha, you don't need to pay so much money, because you do not feel any desire nor any lust for anything, which is why, so for example, if even if you so if you have confused, or if you have not if you have confused other people, but actually if you have been confused by my explanation, like for example, what is Buddha, stuff like, if there is a question you have come up with from my explanation, or if you grow if you get confused with my explanation. So so to know the meaning of Buddha. So briefly telling you the meaning. So Buddha is a person, or Buddhas are people who have reached a stage where they feel no desire, or they have no desire. Such a stage, or such a situation, or such a state is called moksha, or liberation, or relief from mundane desires, which is the meaning of moksha, or which is the meaning of moksha, or liberation in Buddhism. And Buddhas are people who have reached that state, or people who have reached that type of liberation. Anyway, so to know the details of moksha, or liberation, or such stages, or such situations, so please take a look at the description column of this episode, so that so if I do not forget to paste the link to that episode, so you can check out the episode. You can check out the episode in which I'm talking about, or I'm explaining the meaning of moksha to the listeners. Anyway, so as the title shows, and as the conclusion shows, it's fine not to consume money, so that you can spare money. So many countries have suffered from non-stop inflations. I'm sorry for my bad explanation, but actually, so many people in various countries have suffered from non-stop inflations. So this country is not an exception, which means, so this so the prices of goods keep increasing, even in this country, and anyway. So the prices of goods, or the prices of services keep increasing, or are keeping increasing, which is how inflation goes. So anyway, so but actually, so to start with, I do not spend a lot of money, or I spend a lot of money for content creation or creating contents. But actually, so to start with, I do not spend a lot of money. So which is why, so having moderate amount moderate amount of money is enough for me to survive. So thinking about which, so the strongest investment was the strongest manner to, was the most effective manner to protect your own wealth is to avoid consuming, or to consume money, which is the most effective which is the most effective way to protect your own wealth or your own asset, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So so recently, so I'm trying to create a brief episode, or recently I'm trying to create episodes lasting for shorter times. So which is why I'm going to finish this episode. So before actually finishing this episode, let me tell you the conclusion and the title of this episode. The title is To Overcome Inflation. It is fine to become a Buddha. So conclusion is to spare money. One of the most effective ways is not to spend it. So this is a kind of contradiction, or this is going to conflict the title. But actually, so you do not have to become a Buddha. But actually, it's fine not to consume a lot of money, or it's fine not to use your money, so that you can spare your own money, or you can spare your own assets, which is what I'd like you to know this time. So that's it. Thank you very much for listening. See you.